Easy Vipassana noble meditation during meals. To relieve the suffering of hunger and thirst, we eat about 3 times a day. For those who do not understand the true nature of reality, eating might seem like a joyful activity. However, the suffering of hunger and thirst is immense. It is like a chronic, incurable disease. No physician, no matter how skilled, can cure it. Even the best doctors themselves suffer from this same disease. The emergence of the physical body can be likened to the onset of a disease. It is accurate to say that the physical body functions like a disease. Every day we must eat and drink to temporarily relieve the suffering of hunger. It is not a pleasurable activity, but rather a necessary one. The chronic disease of hunger and thirst compels us to work tirelessly, moving and striving each day to keep it at bay. As long as we remain trapped in the cycle of samsara, diseases will persist in every lifetime, and this condition can never be fully cured. The suffering of hunger and thirst is immense and unending. It is a chronic disease that persists as long as we exist in the cycle of samsara. However, even amidst this suffering, we must strive to find goodness and cultivate wisdom. When it's time to eat and relieve the hunger, begin by looking at the food placed on the table. With hands folded in reverence, reflect on the virtues of the Buddha, Buddhanussati, and mentally offer the food to the Buddha. This act of offering, dana, becomes a meritorious deed. Next, extend loving kindness, metta, to those who prepared, offered, or provided the food. By reflecting on the Buddha's virtues, you practice Buddhanussati meditation. By making the offering, you fulfill the blessing of generosity, dana mangala. By sending loving kindness, you practice metta bhavana. In this way, the food becomes purified, free from harm, and blessed. This practice not only brings merit to you, as the one who consumes the food, but also shares merit with those who prepared, provided, or are connected to it. It is a virtuous practice to perform these acts before eating, transforming a simple meal into an act of mindfulness, generosity, and loving kindness. Thus, even the act of eating becomes a profound spiritual practice, cultivating blessings and merit for all involved. It is a noble way to approach meals, turning them into opportunities for meditation and wholesome deeds. 25 Venerable Ajahn Chaya. As taught by the Buddha, those who possess a physical body are, in truth, like patients suffering from a chronic disease. Therefore, we should reflect on ourselves as patients and regard the food on the table as medicine. Instead of seeing it as delicious or enjoyable, we should view it as medicine for our illness. By fostering this mindset, our desire for flavors, rasa tanha, and greed, labha, will decrease. No patient enjoys taking medicine. They do so out of necessity. Similarly, to alleviate the disease of hunger and thirst, we consume these nutrients as if they were medicine, out of necessity. With this understanding, we should eat mindfully, recognizing that we are taking medicine to sustain this body. While eating, pay attention to the movements of your hands and fingers. Watch how your hand reaches for the food, bends, and stretches to bring it to your mouth. Focus on the movements of your mouth and tongue as you chew. Mentally focus yourself by saying, chewing, chewing, and stay aware of both the intention to chew and the physical act of chewing. Each time you eat, you chew countless times. Strive to be mindful of as many of these moments as possible. Over time, you will notice an increase in mindfulness and awareness. Similarly, observe how the intention to chew arises and passes away, replaced by the next intention. The ongoing cycle of arising and passing away shows that existence is impermanent, anicca, and unsatisfactory, dukkha. By seeing the truth of suffering, dukkha sakka, in this way, you will naturally let go of craving, tanha, and attachment to the pleasure of taste, rasa tanha. This is the truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya sakka. In this way, you will momentarily abandon the greed and cravings that arise from the enjoyment of food. As the Buddha suggests, practicing mindfulness, reflection, and wisdom while eating is incredibly valuable. Food may look and taste appealing, but it changes once chewed. Imagine this process with your mind's eye. The food is ground by the teeth, mixed with saliva, and then swallowed, eventually reaching the stomach, where it becomes no different from dog vomiting. Reflecting on this impure, asubha, nature of food will help eliminate greed, lobha, wrong views, ditthi, and pride, mana, related to eating. As mentioned, we eat out of necessity, treating food as medicine. If we eat without wisdom, craving tanha consumes us. But if we eat with 26 easy vipassana mindfulness, it becomes a noble and meritorious act. We must eat with wisdom, not with defilements. Kilesa. For example, if we eat 3 times a day, spending half an hour per meal, that's 1.5 hours daily. If we eat mindfully during this time, it becomes an opportunity to practice vipassana meditation. This way, we nourish both the body and the mind. As a saying goes, the food digests well, and the mind ascends in wisdom. For those who say they don't have time to enter a meditation center, this is a reminder. If we cultivate mindfulness and wisdom in every meal throughout our lives, we can realize the end of suffering, dukkha, even while eating. Therefore, I encourage everyone to always eat with mindfulness, sati sampajanya. May you all practice this diligently, with good intentions, and may your daily meals become a path to liberation. By eating with mindfulness, we can transform an ordinary activity into a profound spiritual practice, leading to the cessation of suffering. It is the essence of the Buddha's teaching. 27.